Hi, this is the one thing that people rarely encourage others to do. Most players will recommend aim training, grinding, learning guides, etc. but rarely they recommend doing this. One of the most important things to do in any sport, not just esport, is to learn. Learn from your mistakes. This is the one thing people rarely do while grinding Valorant. In professional teams, usually coaches are responsible for this. You cannot improve if you cannot understand why you lost a round or why you died in the way that you did. Unless you understand and get the updated knowledge in you, you will continue to make the same mistakes again and again, and it will take you a lot longer to improve at the game. Let me describe how you can better learn from your mistakes in this video. Currently, Valorant does not have a replay system, so the best thing to do would be to manually record your games using screen capture. You record your games, look at your mistakes, and understand the things that you could have done better. Let me first describe how you can record your games. There are two good ways that I can recommend to use to record games and clips. The first method for Nvidea users only. Nvidea has an app called GeForce Experience that comes with a screen capture called Shadowplay. It's probably the best screen recording software in the market in terms of performance. Shadowplay rarely hinders performance as it works directly with the GPU. You can clip the last few minutes by pressing a shortcut key. In my case, pressing Alt F10 will record the last 2 minutes for me. You can adjust your shortcuts and time recorded in the GeForce Experience app. Every time I die and I do not understand what went wrong, I simply clip it for review later. It's very essential you do this if you don't understand or you cannot immediately process as to what went wrong during a fight. After that, you review those clips and delete them after understanding what went wrong. For other users who don't have Nvidia GPU, you could use apps like OBS or Fraps, but it will definitely hinder your game performance. You could try going for an app called Loki.gg, not sponsored by the way, to record your games. Loki will automatically record your games the moment you open your game, so you don't have to remind yourself to record this game. You can bookmark the parts of the video that you want to check using a shortcut key. Loki has a good video player and it's overall a very good app for war reviews, but it will still hinder your game performance. Not as much as OBS from my experience, but it will definitely be worse than Shadowplay. I think the Shadowplay is the best in terms of performance. Now let's talk about what to do. You have captured a clip, you want to see what went wrong, how you died. Some things you might be wondering is, what do you analyze? You are just a low ranked player, so how can you judge your own clip? How do you find your mistakes? Do I have to hire a coach? Well, there are many things that you should be looking at when reviewing your clips. I can give a few things that you should be asking yourself every time when you're reviewing your clips, and I hope these will help you out. First, where is your crosshair placement? Is it correct? Is it wrong? Is it too high or too low? Was the pre-aim good or bad? Was the bad flick the reason that you died? Bad tracking, bad spray, etc. Second, how did I lose the fight? Was it cause I got traded? In which case it's difficult to win the fight if you get traded. Did I have bad crosshair placement? Did I spray too much? Did I not stop in time? Did I peek the corner incorrectly? Was my movement bad? Was my positioning predictable? Was my util usage bad? Did I not peek with my teammate? Did I bait my teammate unknowingly? These are some things that you have to ask. 3. What could I have done better? Could I have peeked it differently? Did I have util that I could have used? Did I have a teammate beside me that I could have wingmaned off of? Should I have pre-fired this angle since I knew an enemy is likely there? Should I have wall banged instead of waiting for the enemy to peek? Should I have holded this position for a bit more time? Should I have jiggle peeked and checked the angle, etc. Stuff like that. What you could have done better but you couldn't do at that specific moment. 4th, how was your comms? Did I communicate to my teammates properly? Did they have information that is vital? For example, you might know that specific agents are here. Like, I heard a Jet here, Sky is here, Sage has used her 2 orbs, Jet doesn't have a dash now, Viper has only 1 molly left. All this information, if you know, did you communicate to your teammates or not? Information that may seem redundant at first, but it is very useful for your team a lot. Like, if you know that Viper has only 1 molly, and if you communicate to your teammate regarding it, your teammates will know that she cannot play post plan for a long time. They can even stick the bomb knowing that there will be only 1 molly coming out instead of 2. If Jet has no dash, she is most likely going to play passive and not too forward in dump spots. So your teammates don't have to look out every single aggressive angle and they can clear corners more safely. There's several more things to see when inspecting wards, but these are the 4 important tips that every low ranker needs to check. Stuffs like, did map control work? Why did the strat fail? How many stacked aside? Did the enemy have anybody mid? Could we have gone here at this time? Etc. are higher level things to see at high ranks and as a proper 5-man team scrimming and stuff. Was the comms good or bad? Was the team play bad? Was the lurk too late or too early? Was the util usage and coordination with the team bad? Did my teammate had util that he couldn't use? Should this util have been used at this time? Should we have saved this util for later? Did we use this util and waste it for no reason? They were taking too long to push, so should the team have had a guy rotate? Should we have pushed this spot since no presence was being shown? Etc. Stuff like this are higher level 5-man team stuffs that it's not really important for you if you're solo queuing ranked and just playing for fun to improve, but it's some things that you need to keep in mind if you have an actual team. I cannot stress this enough. Always capture your mistakes and review them. You can review your mistakes even mid-round if you want. When I don't understand what went wrong, I clip it and watch it while I'm dead. I then learn, delete it and get back in instantly. Unless you understand the mistake you have made, you will subconsciously repeat them over and over. You might feel like VOD reviews won't help, but trust me, subconscious decision making is dependent on the amount of things that you have learned, especially from your mistakes. Okay, so I'm going to show you 3 examples. Here's a clip. I know that my Sova is drawing towards A side, so currently A is clear. We just engaged in mid after this. This is the first kill. This is the second kill. Now I know that there is not much presence being shown in A, so surely someone is B, probably like a B split. So either both of them are over here or one of them is lurking and one of them is teammate. There's no way both are here. So I go to assist my Reyna in case they're pushing B. Unfortunately, I look at the radar for information rather than relying and focusing on the main, which is a big mistake over here, because of which Reyna dies. The exact same thing happens here. I'm looking at the radar at the moment for no reason and then I missed the shot. My crosshair placement was right, but I did not expect the fact that Omen would jiggle peek rather than walk peek or just swing, you know. So this is another clip that I had done a mistake. I don't know why, probably because I was a bit sleepy. But I have a sage over here who was walled over here. I have smoked right now B long. I know that they're going to do a B executed the split towards 7 and long. So we know drone is coming over here. For some unknown reason, I have my smoke in hand and I'm not doing anything to assist my teammate Sage. They have already given the call for rotation, so they're coming in. But look at me, what am I doing? I'm just fiddling with my smoke. So right here, if I just smoked off here and watched B long while Sage was continuing to watch hookah, I would have gotten the kills before Sage dies. Here's another mistake I have done. We have killed a guy who was flanking us and I decided to walk, but Sage was running and we did not communicate to each other regarding what to do. Right after the fact that Sage was running too much, I decided to call that let's run in, if you can see here. The second mistake is I have my smoke orb out rather than checking the corners first. If I cleared this close corner first, maybe I would have killed her beforehand. This is one mistake. So we have our knives out, both of us. And here another mistake, I decided to like stop and then swing. I did not call my Sage to do that, because of which Sage is a bit ahead and Sage is lower than me. I have full shield and everything, so I should be swinging first. I did not call that. That was my intention in mind, to swing first and then tell like Sage to be behind me, but I did not communicate that to Sage. So because of which I stopped over here, I swing, but Sage is already ahead and dies without any trade. The trade was done, but at the cost of health and farm time. And there was nothing I could do here. Here, another thing, there is a bug of Viper Wall which I could have used as well. I know this bug very well, but I rarely use it because of lots of chaotic situations going on. But yeah, I should be looking at the radar as well whenever I have this wall which is towards 7. So because of this, I could have known that Sky is over here and Rage is towards the right side. I did not know this information. I was just blindly looking at the wall and judging based on sound. They got the good double peek and good trade. They have done good here. It's been me and I hope this helps. See you next time.